record. Reset the emulator. Okay, that one was on me. Hello everyone, welcome. I am the Pixel Doctor of the Millennium Puzzle.
I'm Fexic of the Millennium Rod.
And I am Rukajunko of the Millennium Eye.
I had to pause because I forgot what Millennium Item I was for a second. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom.
Yep, you play the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Game.
Agreed. I remember my parents got this for me. I believe it was the Christmas of 2004.
I don't remember when I got mine, but so who do I recommend going Yugi first?
Yugi is the easier choice, but because he's got that grinding mission very early on, it might be easier to start with Kaiba, get whatever monsters are from his campaign, and then grind up whatever you want to use in Yugi's.
I'll let you guys choose. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Should we coin toss this, MJ?
I say we coin toss this. We have the dice roller bot inside of the Discord, right?
Discord, yeah.
Yes.
So
roll 1d2.
Yeah, 1d2. 1 Yugi, 2 Kaiba.
What was the command for?
It's the same as like Roll20. Explanation point. I think it's R. Or I think it's 1d20.
Okay, so exclamation point 1d2 2.
2. All right, so Kaiba.
All right.
Hand of fire.
I can't wait till later.
Right, that's the... Yeah! Score 1 point for the old memory. I remember what the mission's called.
Nice. And I'll get my handy dandy guide up.
Those who claim
not
to
guide,
control the gods are in fact controlled by the gods. Alexander Irvine, philosopher. Oh, it wasn't on me. Okay. It wasn't on the screen. This is the sick research facility. What a cheap-looking building. It took forever to get here. Fortunately, we don't have anyone whose voice is as annoying as my voice. I know, and if it didn't have something to do with monsters, I would have turned them down right away.
I mean,
SIC does the same kind of work as Kaiba Corporation, but it's an American company, right, bro? And I'm not going to do that voice ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I could probably imitate Little Karibo's Mokuba, but I don't want to.
Hey, big bro!
Right. Their involvement in dual monsters is not something they've advertised. But the company is well renowned overseas for its incredibly realistic imaging and virtual reality technology. It's not a game company, it's more like a scientific center for imaginary imaging technology research. But their technology may be able to help improve the dual disc, right? That's the impression I got. The invitation said, I wish there was voice for this. It's just kind of static and... whatever. The invitation says that they want to show me a new product and discuss a joint venture. It sounds like they're ready to test their prototype.
I mean, I might... Like, do you want me to do the voices?
Nah, don't hurt your voice.
Oh, it's not I'm doing a little better since earlier.
Well, I mean, if you want to.
Let's just see what they have to show us. We can figure out what we want to do after that.
Still leaning more towards Gar there.
Well, unfortunately...
Thank you for coming, Mr. Kaiba. Our entire staff and I would like to welcome you.
Well, MJ wants to be my hair gives him strength.
Isono?
Oh no, it froze for me.
Oh no. You good?
I didn't expect to run into you here. So this is where you've been working since you left Kaiba Corp.
I did enjoy working for you, Mr. Kaiba.
Whatever relationship we had ended when you left Kaiba Corp. I don't care what you do with your life.
What a dick.
Alright, let's get this over with. What is it you want to show me?
It's right inside, sir. If you'll just follow me.
Kaiba, why you gotta be such an asshole?
That's his default emotion.
I know,
We've
but
a-
still.
We've asked the president of Kaiba Corporation here today so that way he can evaluate SIC's latest invention. All of us here at SIC are very excited about today's test. We're looking forward to collaborating with Kaiba Corporation on game technology development.
Let's cut to the chase here, shall we? You need investment capital to sell your technology. You want to use Duel Monsters to help you sell it because you need a product tie-in, right? And you figured you could use me since I've invested so much money in Duel Monsters already. Well, your silence speaks volumes. As it turns out, I need some new tech anyway, so I might as well take a look. Is this it?
I guess I'll be Mokuba since you two are doing the other voices.
Fair enough.
Yes, this is SIC's latest simulator, codename Kingdom.
Just what are you trying to pull? It looks just like our dual disc.
This is just a prototype. We're only using the dual disc for packaging reasons. It's all original SIC hardware on the inside.
How is it different from the dual disc?
For starters, Kingdom is not set up to use cards. The disc is just a terminal to the Duel Monsters world, which is created by the SIC supercomputer.
I'm just imagining when he said this is not designed for cars, Kaiba just turning around and leaving.
Screw this, I've got better things to do.
Wait, no, don't leave. By allowing players to enter the world, the game can support multiple players at the same time. The world has already been constructed, we'd just like you to play the game as you would normally.
It sounds like a network game or something.
I see. It certainly sounds different from the Duel Monsters we know today.
Sounds the same to me.
Kingdom is a fantasy world. The card monsters there are alive. You can see the blue eyes white dragon Kaiba. The empire that rules the world is currently dealing with a population on the brink of revolt. Two of you will join the world and try to complete the game. Of course, you'll both participate in the game as different game characters. The game is currently set for a few hours and we'll be recording your playdata from here.
It sounds fun. Let's play. I can't do a Mokuba voice. I'll do my best.
Okay. Something about this doesn't feel right. Isono is up to something.
I can't wait to kill that Kaiba guy.
It's no coincidence that one of my former employees is involved.
I really hate Kaiba.
After all, he headed up development of the dual disc and the dual computer.
Get in the machine already and die.
SIC. That has to stand for something. But what? Wasn't that other guy's name?
This is just Sono now, MJ.
Yeah. Year 336 of Sigvath's Empire. After 300 years of ruling the Rondeville continent, the Sigvath's Empire is faced with a crisis. Since the 12th Emperor Hashin ascended to the throne, corruption and brutality have spread throughout the
Are you
Empire.
kidding me?
Wow, I forgot about that.
The people feel suppressed, but the complaints have fallen on deaf ears. Hashi and a select group of his underlings have been living the lap of luxury. Their lavish lifestyle, supported by the heavy taxation, has pushed most of the populace to the brink. People on the bridge of the Empire have responded to the rebellion and revolt.
It's the same thing.
No, surprisingly.
At the capital city of Sigvath's,
Trouble?
Kingdom simulation overload.
Mokuba's dead.
Safety lock engaged. beginning transition to a mode 2.
Damn it, we saved Mokuba.
Big bro, I've been kidnapped!
Level up.
Transition to mode 2 complete. Kingdom Simulator lock-in mode activated.
Wow, there's a lot of exposition here.
What the?
And then Isono just hit him with a brick.
I feel like you could have just done that. It would have been easier.
My hair is assaulting my former boss. Alright, so
Kaiba.
who wants to be Marthas?
I don't even know who that is.
You will in a minute.
Wrong. Kaiba. Kaiba, what's wrong? Please look at me.
Oh wait, no, this is Heishin, never mind.
Oh, my head.
What's wrong? You just collapsed all of a sudden.
Where am I?
Oh,
Alright, I'll take Marthas.
Where are your manners, Kaiba? You stand before the Emperor. This is the capital city of Saivarths, and we are in the Imperial Palace. We were in the middle of a meeting with His Highness before you passed out. Don't you remember? No, I don't. I don't remember anything.
Hold yourself together, man. I expect more from the head of my Imperial Guard and my best warrior. Let's go plan again for Kaiba. Listen well if you know what's good for you. We've gotten reports of a fairly large revolt taking place on the Marden Plains to the north. There are several marshals assisting the resistance army there. We must capture them. None of my other generals seem up to the task, so Kaiba, I want you to hunt them down. Take the Imperial Guard and strike fear into the Empire. Well, don't you have something to say?
I believe Lord Kaiba is still not quite himself. Perhaps he is suffering from fatigue from his strenuous activities. Your Highness, Lord Kaiba's present condition makes me a little anxious about leaving this entirely in his hands. With your permission, I would like to accompany him and offer my support.
I understand. Permission granted. I trust that you do not have a problem with this, Kaiba.
Sure.
You're right. Kaiba is acting strangely. Do not let me down, Marthas.
Yes, sir.
Seno!
Mokuba, you're here too?
Yes, it looks like a member of the Imperial Guard, and I report directly to you. This place is unbelievable for a virtual reality program. It sure is realistic.
It's a bit too realistic. I don't get the feeling that we're in control of the game at all. I think it's safe to say that we've been trapped in this world.
Again.
That was probably the plan all along. Just wait until I get my hands on that wretched Sono.
Why don't they just kill us while we're in the game? Oh, wow. While you were at your meeting, I did some research. In this world, dual monster duelists are called marshals.
Heishin used that word in my meeting with him.
Marshals are like generals and the central player of each battle in this world. Marshals have special power over monsters, so instead of soldiers, they command teams of monsters. Oh god, hide the tutorial. Since each monster can do damage of many human soldiers, the fate of the battle is decided by the marshals. The marshals are also extremely rare. We're the only two in the Imperial Guard. Who put Mokuba in charge of a small army?
No. He's not in charge of a small army. He's in charge of 3 monsters.
Yeah, he's in charge of his own team, and he reports directly to Kaiba.
Which had the strength of a small army.
Listen,
yeah.
the Empire's falling apart. They need all the able-bodied motherfuckers they can get.
Marshals are very rare, so they're going to start recruiting child soldiers like Mokuba.
Each marshal can control a team with up to 3 monsters. Each team has 1 monster leader, and the speed of their team is determined by that of the leader.
I see. I guess we'll figure out the rest as we fight.
How did this happen to us?
I don't know, but it looks like we're stuck playing the roles we've been assigned. Isono did say it was a game, so maybe if we play the game all the way to the end, we'll figure a way to get out.
That's right. Every game has to have an ending.
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but playing this game out seems to be our only option right now.
Now, can we actually play the game? God damn it.
I think this is the last bit of exposition before you actually get to the first mission.
Yeah.
Chris, this
Since
is
you're
you.
not,
Yeah.
since you're not quite well yet, allow me to explain our strategy. This is a map of the Empire on the Rondeval continent. And here are the Maya Den Plains. This is where they are revolting. The Maya Den revolt is quite large, but our Imperial Guard should be able to quell it easily. The Emperor's orders are to wipe out the resistance forces completely, so that they never think of revolting again. This is your chance to prove yourself in something other than drills, Kaiba.
Keep your opinions to yourself. Now continue.
Since you're not feeling 100% right now, remember to be careful when assembling your teams. We can have up to 3 teams, since you, Mokuba, and I are all marshals. The enemy is supposed to have several marshals as well, but they'll be no match for us. As long as you don't drop the ball. Go ahead and assemble your teams. A man as skilled as yourself will create some exceptional teams, I'm sure.
And now we can stop
Okay,
talking.
so what you want to do is first go out to Mokuba before you forget, and hit X on him.
Okay.
Okay, now he's in the mission.
That's how you
Everybody-
mark people
Yeah,
that way they can go out
I've
and
done
battle
this
you.
before, so I
Yeah.
remember this. What does the eye color thing mean? I've never understood that. That's the-
Okay, so that is your monster's basically synchronization level with the marshal. Over time, the more battles you're in, it'll take each monster has its own color, and then Kaiba has his own. But the marshals and the monsters' colors will all blend into one eventually the more battles they're in. And if the marshal and all 3 monsters share the same color, it increases their attack, defense, and action points.
Oh. Wow,
So
we
you
don't
see
match
how-
any of these guys.
Yeah, so you see how all of them are different. Eventually, they'll all blend with Kaiba's into one mashup color of all of them.
Do we have any other monsters right now?
Nope, just the ones that Kaiba, Mokuba, and Marcus have.
Okay. So,
If you'd played the Yugi campaign, you'd be able to use all of Yugi's monsters, which retain their levels, which this guide I'm using assumes you have done.
Yeah, I think most people play Yugi's campaign first, but the Dice Gods have spoken.
Yep, the Dice Gods have spoken. So,
And as of 2 years ago, we here at the Sin Squad revere the word of the Dice Gods.
yep, and yeah, for the most part, I'm not gonna really say much else besides.
I will say though, go back into Team Assemble,
okay.
swap out the leader on Kaiba's team. Like, put either Hitotsume Giant or Sagi the Dark Clown up front, because Crawling Dragon is a slow motherfucker.
Yeah.
You'll have to remove him if you wanna.
Put Sagi in the front.
And so, different monster types in this game will have different movement types. So, for example, all 3 of those guys walk on the ground.
Yeah,
But
I
if
think
later on you can get stuff like,
it's
what is it?
it's walking, flying, and swimming are the 3 types.
And flying is just superior to everything.
Alright, I'm
Well,
just,
unless an enemy fortification has an anti-air cannon.
let me just
Yeah, but
load
even then, those don't really pose much of a problem.
load the games volume a little bit more.
But what I do know is like certain cards are items in this game. Like I know Call of the Grave is one that you actually get in Kaiba's campaign, and you can use that on Crawling Dragon to permanently turn it into Dragon Zombie.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
There's.
This is Chris.
We've arrived at the Mariaden Plains. The enemy is hiding in the town of Rizpon. They will not come out to meet us. So dumb. Why don't we give them a little demonstration by attacking the nearest village?
When you put it like that, I feel like an asshole.
We take gold and supplies from towns and cities that aid the resistance and defy the Emperor. What better way to stuff the Imperial purse than by taking a rebel town, eh?
The gameplay I remember.
Currently, all of our teams are holding position at Nadia Den. Let's select a team and send out to one of the nearby villages. To send a team into battle, position the cursor over the town the team is in and press the A button. Then select a command to have the team carry out. Finally, move the cursor to the location you want the team to go and press the A button. This dispatches the team.
Shall we get started? So you've got your win con and your lose con.
Yeah, I remember this.
And if I remember correctly, there is a single.
Can't I zoom out a little bit?
There is. You can get
There it is.
Ryukin powered in the forest right there.
Yeah, which you're going to want Kaiba.
Okay, so hold on. Before you do, what you do is, what's your equivalent of the Z trigger button?
It's my right bumper.
Okay, so exit out and go to that. I find this to be a friendlier interface.
Yeah.
I like the other one personally, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay, then yeah, just work with whatever you got.
Alright. Plus, I
But-
can't choose where to put them.
Yeah, so you want to grab Kaiba, throw him into the forest, and then the other two guys go to the two towns.
And I will be back in a second.
Let's see how fast everyone's moving. Pretty
No.
fucking slow.
Yeah, this is about the speed of the game.
Yeah, I remember. Like I told you guys, I've played this before. I just never got very far. We're being attacked by roving monsters. That's not
it's
Ryukushin.
Ryukushin power. Was there two on this? I do like the effects in the fights here.
Yeah. Jesus, that's for not a whole lot of damage.
Hope for the miss. No.
Every time the attack starts, it stops the game for like a half second.
Yeah, this one should be a fairly easy one. Also, if I remember, if you press one of the buttons on the controller, like start or something, you can bring up the... Yeah, you can bring up the amount of points you have compared to the enemy, and whoever's points is more wins.
I remember that.
Yeah, you get points for killing monsters, for doing damage, and also for avoiding attacks. You might just want to wait.
Okay. I just want.
You should still have enough points and attacks to
Well, I still got two
score
more
a win.
attacks. Yeah, I still got two more
Yeah.
attacks.
As long as you don't miss. Because these monsters are a one-time chance to get. And, yeah. Hope for the crit. No.
Alright then.
And unfortunately, that was the only chance to fight it.
I thought the guard was only going to be for the one. Alright, well, now I know how guard works. I'm reminded
Yeah.
how guard works.
Restart!
Okay, no. Chris isn't here. We have control of one of the villages and are hunting for any traitors that might have gotten away. Once the news reaches the resistance army, they'll have no choice but to come out and face us. When they do, you can either fortify your defenses or take the opportunity to crush another village. What are your orders? Facing the enemy in a castle or town will give us the upper hand.
So I recommend just either moving Kaiba into that town or moving Kaiba straight across to the enemy town.
That's all.
Mocha should be okay to deal with it inside of the town.
Yeah, it should be fine. I just got this one.
No, do check the other town because I don't think just yet. Yeah, no, okay. But later on, you can have traders in towns to buy items from. Like
Yep, again, I know.
potions,
Again,
Okay, no, I wasn't sure. And I'm also talking to people who may have not played these games.
I'm playing this game. Me. Oh god, horse.
It's a horse with a spade.
Rikushun seems to not be here.
Yeah, no, it was just that guy, which I can't even remember his name.
Whoops. Out of habit. Turns his mate base. The marshal cannot return to the battlefield until his monsters recovers. If the Kaiba team is defeated, the entire unit is defeated. Since you don't seem to be your old self just yet, try not to take on more than you can handle. Curse you, Imperial
Curse you, you Imperial curs! You'll not break the will of the people! He's got an ant, crab, and a horseman.
I remember the best way to do this is try to take out one at a time.
Usually, in this case, I'd say go for the crab.
Yeah, which one? That's my next button. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I hit the ant.
Well, I guess we're coming from him then.
Yeah, lobster. Mind crush. You're an old razzle dazzle. Ouch.
He's bubble beam.
You fool, I am a lobster. That only makes me stronger. Kill the ant.
Yep, kill the ant. Which luckily, at least if you do lose this battle, which I don't think you will now, it just means that he can immediately start marching back to fight you. You don't lose the town.
Yeah, I know.
You almost got him dead.
Just a little bit more. I got one more attack on me.
Yep. Yeah, you should be okay.
Barely. Antacid. Trying to see if there's if I can like move the camera at all. Nope, it's stationary though.
I could have sworn you camera.
I thought you could have too. It's fine.
Let me check.
Well, we won that exchange. Kaiba State just does.
I think maybe moving the C-stick.
I tried that and it didn't work.
I'm back. What have I missed?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I messed up with the one monster because I didn't realize guard was up until its next turn.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the wait option is your best option.
Yeah, and it was not Ryukushin.
It was,
There's a
what
thing
is
that...
it?
One more second.
The ant is dead, MJ.
I don't know.
Now the crab.
Mm-hmm. I do recommend not taking out the enemy's commander in the other town first.
I know.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Gotta get all that sick XP.
Exactly. That's why I had Kaiba move up to it, but just out of range of it, so his circle wouldn't collide with it. No, Armored Lizard. Are you okay? He's not doing great, but he's still alive. Here comes the good old Razzle-Dazzle. Keep attacking the crab. So that did some good damage.
And we're back again.
Oh, back.
Our crab is just better than their crab.
And if you have you seen the score system yet?
Yeah,
Yep, I already told him.
yeah, that's
Okay.
how we lost the first one.
Technically, even if you lose the fight, if you have a higher score, you still win.
Stand strong, crab. We got one more attack, and this should finish off that crab. Yeah. What's left is the horseman. Win.
So you said you messed up catching Baphomet?
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah, I think the only thing he plays into later is you get Gazelle, the mythical king of beasts from Yugi's story, and the only thing Baphomet does is if you want to combine the two into Chimera, the mythical flying beast.
Yeah, see, Ryukushin was not in this forest, so...
Yeah, I misspoke. You get Ryukushin from the marshal chilling in the main base. The forest was Baphomet.
Interesting fact though, if you press up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, in an empty area on the field, it gives you 537 gold.
537, that's what it was. Okay. For some reason I thought 9. I was confusing Ku and Ko. Yeah, if you do the Konami code absent the start button, you get money. Yeah, when you see an enemy use guard, Zach, it's easier just to have all your monsters wait. If the enemy monster attacks or waits, then its guard is dropped.
Yeah. I know that now.
Yeah, especially early on when you don't have a lot of action points. Armored Lizard. Never used you after this beginning part.
He's doing pretty good. I think he's doing the most damage out of the three of them.
Yeah, every starting martial team has a hard hitter, a medium hitter, and then a low hitter. And usually the way that works is a harder hitting monster has fewer action points, where the weaker ones, like that Zaragoon that you just let die, has more action points, but doesn't hit as hard.
Ah, that's fine. Get rid of him pretty soon here.
Yeah, you can move Ryukushin powered over to Kaiba's team and then give Mokuba one of his brother's hand-me-downs.
As it should be.
all the sick XP you gain.
Still managing to smack this dude around some.
I don't know what this
And now you're spending your time between battles as I do.
Get him. The good old acid will finish him off.
Is the font a little different from the original GameCube version?
No, it looks the same. 2 HP, of course.
Maybe it's just been a while since I played it.
Alright, get him out of here.
There we go.
Win.
And then I think the second mission onward, you can actually fortify or you remember probably,
Yeah.
fortification for the bases you capture.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna make me do a tutorial either way. Alright,
Yeah.
now you can go do your thing here.
Kaiba, attack the enemy life points directly.
Well, you gotta get through their defense mode first.
Attack their weak point for massive damage.
It's
But
time
this enemy
to
doesn't
attack
have a
the
crit.
enemy. It's time to attack the enemy's main base. You cannot defeat an enemy in its main base, town, or castle simply by fighting better than them. You must force the enemy to flee, or defeat all of the enemy's monsters in order to win. It is difficult to defeat an enemy in their stronghold unless you surround them and attack in waves. Be careful not to chase your enemy too far. They might be leading you into a trap. Now let's go get the enemy.
I will fight for the people. I will win. Do you know the way?
Oh shit, you got a gun.
He's got a gun!
Let's take you out of the way first.
So MJ, I imagine you're looking up a comprehensive guide to where all the monsters are.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Those attacks look misleadingly stronger than they are.
Ow.
Yeah, and you don't have any healing items, do you?
No. I gotta send the other two over here to help out. Not so much both, but
It looks like burping that fucked you up a little bit.
A little bit.
he's using guard.
Ah, you fool, you wasted a turn.
He used guard. Alright,
Yep.
good.
Alright, awesome.
Not even the ones we were after.
Yep. It's gonna be a sweep now. Shadow sweep. Shadow sweep.
You really tried for that one.
Oh, critical.
Ooh, not bad.
Alright, then this should finish him.
Which, if you look at your points, you got a lot more than
Yeah.
the damage out there.
Yeah, Hitotsu is gonna... Yep, and now your points are gonna skyrocket for
So
that.
let's just wait.
So, yeah, have each of them wait one turn.
No. There we go. More free points.
I would say Ryukishin would be a more pain in the ass.
Is he still
but-
guarding though?
Yeah,
No.
he is.
No, he's not. When it gets to what would have been his turn, his guard is dropped. So this attack, if it lands, should do normal damage. Which it didn't land.
Cat will try again, fuckboy.
Another critical.
Damn, Sagi's really been pulling his weight.
I mean, this is the only time he's been actually used.
He's an okay monster later on. He can use a lot of the mid-level spellcasting items.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, most of those mid-level spellcasting items don't come into a little bit later in Kaiba's campaign, if I remember correctly.
I think you get most of them in Yugi's.
Yeah.
Because Kaiba's the dragon guy, Yugi is the spellcaster guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start moving him over here to help out.
Well, if Kaiba loses, you lose.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm sending him over to help.
I'd actually send. Actually, no.
Mokuba's pretty fucked
already
up right
beaten.
now, so that's why I don't want to send Mokuba.
Then again, if he dies, he just respawns in a little while.
I don't know if your guys do that, actually.
Yeah, they do. I had to abuse that for that one really annoying mission in Yugi's campaign where they march across the entire world to get to you. And they have the giant conga line of horses.
Oh, that one. Yeah, because I know if you're in a friendly base or fortress, you gradually regain health over time.
Mm-hmm.
Which I imagine is what Mokuba is doing now.
I don't think dead monsters revive, though.
No, they don't.
At least until you
so-
die.
Yeah, Zaragoon's gonna be dead until you bring him back.
Or until the next mission.
Yeah.
He's defenseless. Oh, good. The dragon's like the one that has attacked least.
This is actually kind of an okay setup for you.
No, that'd be.
Depends on how this goes.
Alright, he's still standing.
Yep, you might. Yeah, you can still bash Ryukushin's
I should be able to get rid of Ryukushin and put some damage on him.
Octoburster, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, that takes care of that then.
Yeah, but like some of these attacks just look stronger than they are. Like I know when you,
Like
in
this.
the game when you fight Obelisk the Tormentor in Yugi's campaign, one of his moves, he straight up just rears back and full-on pimp slaps the platform your monsters are standing on. And when I was a kid, I remember thinking, oh my god, that's it, I lost. And then the platform just reforms under your feet and nothing happens. It's like, oh, that's kind of lame.
So that should be enough for his guard to go down now.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Luckily, the next mission, there isn't anyone we need to pick up.
Win.
Is there not?
No, it's fourth mission.
Huh.
Because next one is Bones.
Oh, that's
The one
right.
after that
I
is
know.
Surrender.
I've never done the Kaiba side campaign, honestly.
They consider it the harder one.
And to
But
be
I
fair,
think that's just
his
because
is
it doesn't. It's harder by virtue of the fact that you don't get his good shit until later on, and even
Oh.
then, Yugi's quote good shit is better just because he's the main character.
not even that. I just think that he also the starting monsters you start with are weaker compared to Yugi's stuff.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
Because Yugi is
where-
Penguin Warrior.
Well, Fizdus gets Penguin.
Well, yeah, but I immediately
Yeah, because Yugi gets Celtic Guardian, Karibo, and
it does me giant instead.
Yeah, that's alright.
Celtic Guardian, Karibo, and Feral. Shimon gets Skull Knight.
another crit.
Damn.
Critical.
Skull Knight, Beaver Warrior, and Shadow Spectre. And then Fizdus gets. What the fuck did she get?
I don't know.
Mhm.
We can think about it in the next episode after this little cutscene here.
Even if you will defeat me, there will others that will avenge me.
Even if you defeat me, my Ebola will last forever.
You did it. Well fought, sir. Even if you're not feeling quite right. Those rebels now know what a foolish gesture this revolt was. Preparations for the public executions are well underway. What a sight that will be, the rebel fools. Be quiet, or I'll rip your tongue out. Or, damn it. Be quiet, or I'll rip that tongue of yours out and feed it to the dogs.
Jesus Christ, Kaiba.
Yikes.
Ricochet Power just joined your army.
Hot damn.
Monster born in 2 blue medicines and 1,156 gold. Yeehaw.
Mhm.
Bandits.
Yeah,
Then
can you guess? Can you guess who's coming up in the next mission?
No.
After the Marden massacre, Resistance forces ceased their open defiance, fearing reprisal from the Imperial Guard.
Jesus Christ. Every time.
Instead, the Resistance started attacking small Imperial security forces across the continent. The Empire has been unable to restore public order. Thieves are taking advantage of the situation, forcing the Emperor to send Kaiba to restore order in the Empire. The Emperor gave the Imperial Guard direct orders to subdue the particularly nasty group called the Bandits.
The bandits seem to be focused their activities on Vaxi Island. We cannot give these thieves their run of the Empire. We must stop them.
I suppose you have a plan.
We will pretend to be a supply unit, transporting goods along the Central Way Road on Vaxi Island. If we make it look like we're unprotected, they're sure to attack.
Yes, just hide Hitatsumi Giant in her cloth.
That's when we turn the tables on them. It should be easy for one of your talents. That reminds me, I believe you received some items in our last engagement. You can use those items by equipping the monsters with them. Just remember that you can't change your mind once you send a monster into battle. When preparing for battle, think carefully about which item you give to which monster.
Do I get it back if the item goes unused?
The items replenish at the end of each mission, so you can mix and match in this phase right here.
Alright, well, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Next time.